Hi there, it's me, Indiana Jones, and I thought I would do some indie quickies today, but I thought the first one I would start with is a Disney-inspired indie quickie. And I'm sure you recognize this motif from Beauty and the Beast, and I'm sure a lot of the little girls out there was like, oh mom, I want you to buy this for me, and then you go to the Disney store and it's like 30, 40 bucks. You only have to spend maybe $1 or $2 to do this one. So, what are we gonna start with? We're gonna start with a frame from the dollar store, and there it is. And all you're gonna do is take the paper out. Then I went online and I printed a coloring page. That's all this is, a coloring page. And the other thing that we're going to do is find something that I can't find. Hold on. I had it here before. Okay, we're gonna keep, oh, there it is, I found it. A Sharpie. So we're gonna need a Sharpie. We're gonna need Mod Podge or white glue. You can use white glue as well. Woo, white glue. Food coloring, this is just basic old food coloring, and some paintbrushes, and that's pretty much it. And I have a little paint tray. So let's get started. Let's see how quick I can do this. So we got the glass out. You just put the glass on top of the, right there on top of the sheet of paper. The kids can do it with you. And I'm not gonna make you watch me do the whole thing, but at least get it started. And you just start drawing. It's really, really easy. And this is what I drew in the little time that we were away, in the magic of film. So I finished that real quick. So the next step is, well, first of all, use this so I don't make a mess underneath. Okay, kiddos? Next thing I'm gonna do is I used Mod Podge, or you can use white glue. And this is Mod Podge, what is this? Mod Podge with sparkle, like with glitter, because everything should have a little bit of glitter. So what I'm gonna do is just put some food coloring. That's all I'm doing. And why food coloring? Why not regular paints? Go ahead, ask me. Why not regular paints, Annie? Because regular paints would make this opaque and we want it to be see-through. So, and I'm making a mess here. Making a mess, because that's what I do on Indiana Jones, and not everything is perfect. So just blend together. This is the glitter glue that I'm using for the blue outside, just to make it more sparkly. And I'm going to use red for the rose. Ooh, that's a lot of red. It's going to be a very red rose. Wow, that is really red. Okay. And green, of course. And I'm using different paintbrushes. You don't have to use different paintbrushes. I'm just doing it to save time. So always paint from the inside out, so that you don't like mark it while you're painting the outside or whatever. So here we go. Can you see what I'm doing? Can you see what I'm doing? Can you see? Okay. So that's it. All you have to do is start painting. I didn't show this step in this video, but once you're finished painting, you can do one of two things. You can let it air dry, or you can put it in a very low heat oven, preheated oven. So it's around 200 degrees, and you just leave it in there for maybe 10 minutes at most. And it'll just dry it up and heat it up so that it creates this beautiful stained glass design. There you go. And I could paint the inside and stuff, but you get the gist of it. You get the idea. So I'm glad you're going to try this out. Please let me know that you tried this out. Please show me pictures of what you did. And again, you don't have to use this motif, but find a coloring book page that you like. It could be on any of the fairy tales that you enjoy, and try it for yourself and let me know how it goes, okay? I'm so happy to be part of this challenge called She Made Whaaat! And this week we are focusing on how we can use glass. So Marybeth of MB Gray Designs and Sarah of Can Sarah DIY It are the hostesses of this wonderful challenge. And we are joined by this beautiful bevy of very creative crafters from YouTube. So please make sure to check out the full playlist and get wonderful ideas for inspirations of what you can use with glass. I have my quality control crafty cat right here beside me, and Guru is wanting to say hello, so she's giving some kitty smooches to the camera as we start our craft. So first things first, you're going to need a bottle. What's in the bottle and how you empty it, that's completely up to you, my friends. But if you do have a glass bottle or jar or a mason jar or anything hanging around the house or possibly
already in your garbage for recycling, well, why don't you pull it out, wash it, and create something wonderful with it? I found this beautiful napkin, which I've already separated the 2 plies, and I decided that this would be a perfect cottage core vase or container, however it is that you want to use this. I just love that design. Now, because the bottle tapers up at the top, I did have to cut these slits so that I can pull together all the paper. I have to say though, it was very cumbersome and there was a lot of paper and it was getting really wrinkly, and I was trying to fight against it to try to get everything nice and smooth. But you know what? You gotta go with the wrinkles. It's like life, guys. Don't try to like smush them so much. You make it worse. So what I decided to do is incorporate the wrinkles. Just like I incorporate the wrinkles on my face to my life, I incorporate the wrinkles of this paper to this beautiful bottle. And I decided to make it look more rustic and, I don't know, very, very cottage core. I am going to embellish the top of that bottle so you won't notice the wrinkles as much. And I think that little Luna agrees with me that that's a great idea. So here I'm using this wonderful twine vine that happens to have these little leaves, and I thought was perfect. It just matches perfectly. Now, if you had painted the glass white, you would have a white background for that tissue paper for the napkins. But because we left it clear, the napkins have also gotten clear, so it looks like it's a frosted bottle or a frosted vase with these beautiful painted wildflowers. I think it's just beautiful the way it turned out. Now I decided to add some trim at the bottom of the bottle as well, and I think it came out pretty darn cute, and it was very quick and easy to do. Now I had these beautiful metal butterflies, and I decided, well, if it's cottage core, what's cottage core without some butterflies, right? It's either mushrooms or butterflies, guys. So here I am just tying the ends of that twine just to finish it off nice and neat. And I added that beautiful butterfly. And it's great. You can use it as a vase, or you can use it as a potions bottle for Halloween. Now go run, get your mason jars out of the garbage, because we're going to use them in these next couple of crafting ideas. I'm using some air dry clay and of course a mason jar, and I'm using some molds, and I believe these are IOD molds. And all I'm doing is prepping the clay just before I start painting, just to make sure that it has the right curvature for the next part of this project. So as you can see, that's a ball jar. Anyway, who cares? It's a mason jar, Annie. I don't know why you make such a big deal about it. Now, yes, I'm using hot glue to add the clay to the glass. Crazy? Maybe you probably would use E6000. I think I should have used it. But I'll tell you, this is a blast from the past, and I still have this jar from 2 years ago, and it's still intact. Now, I have to shabby chic up this beautiful bottle, and the way I'm going to do this is add this incredible pink color from a Folk Art paint. And again, I'm doing this all over the glass and the clay designs that I added to this glass mason jar. And it's just going to turn out so pretty, and again, so perfectly shabby chic, and you can use it to hide your barrettes, or barrettes? Do we call them barrettes? Are they still barrettes? Hair clips. I'm sorry. I've been told they're hair clips. So this is where you can store your hair clips or your dentures. No, don't put your dentures in here. I don't know. No, don't put your dentures in here. It wouldn't be right. It just wouldn't be right. Because then you got to clean it out and all that stuff. Anyway, why am I talking about dentures? Now I'm whitewashing this to make it totally, perfectly, wonderfully shabby chic. Because shabby chic has lots of color sometimes, but they're faded colors and they're toned down, so they're not like all in your face. They're very pretty and, you know, delicate and stuff. So to do that, I'm just dry brushing with a little bit of white or off-white paint, and I think it's turning out just fabulous. I like it. I hope you like it too. I love pink and I love green and pink. I am, embracing the pink Embrace the pink, you people. I love this. And the fact that I love these crafts because I did this a couple of years ago, as I mentioned before. This is a blast from the past that I revived because I love these projects so much. And I decided instead of trying to recreate this, let me just share this with you again. So if you're new to my channel and you missed out, here's the original video. I'm going to link it right here. But if you've seen this before, well, thank you for coming back. And maybe you forgot about this. You know, maybe you can try this out if you didn't try it out before. And what I love about this project is, again, it can go into any season and it's just lovely. And what a great gift idea for mom, right? There you have it. Excuse the jingling in the back. That's my kitty cats playing with a little cat toy. So I took this jar outside, and this was, as you can recognize this is a candle jar from those candles that you get at Michael's. And all I did was go outside and spray paint it with some chalk paint. And it was this brown color, and I thought I'll never use this color, but it was on sale and I bought it probably for 50 cents. But now I am adding this wonderful crown stencil, and I am using, what is this called? It's the caulk with the spackle kind of mixture. I mix it together. And I made this very white kind of spackle. It's a very white, clear spackle, so it's not going to turn gray. And now I'm doing the same thing with this other glass jar that it was also a candle. But this time I used white paint as the base. And I'm going to color the spackle or the caulking in this dark blue color because I love the combination of white with blue. So here I'm using this stencil, which is a sticky stencil that I had gotten from Dollar Tree. Sometimes the stickiness falls off, but that's okay. Just, you know, push it down or put some spray adhesive and it works just fine. But it's very important because this is a round medium that we're using, of course, the round jar. It's necessary to have some kind of stencil. If it's a big stencil like this one, that can wrap around and stick to the actual jar, so I can add the spackle and it won't be interrupted. Now I can tell you, if you've never done this before of stenciling with spackle stenciling, I guess we can call it, you will really enjoy this because the reveal is always so much fun. So here we go with the first reveal. Ba-bam! Look how cute that came out with the crown. And this next one reminds me of old Corningware. Look at this, how cool. Well, I hope you try out this technique. Big heartfelt thanks to Marybeth and Sarah for inviting me to be part of this collaboration we call She Made Whaaat, the Glass Edition. Please make sure to check out the full playlist with all of these wonderful crafters who I also consider my dear sweet friends. And you are also my dear sweet friends, and if this is your first time here, why don't you subscribe and come back for more each and every week. As I always say, stay safe, be kind, God bless each and every one of you, and remember to live the adventure. And I'll see you again very soon.